Hello everyone! We are back at it and starting this with CC Cycle 2. This is week 14. We're going to start with math as usual, and this week we're learning liquid equivalents. So we in class started with showing what a centimeter is. It turned out being about each of the kids' thumbs, right, on the measuring tape. So we did that, and then from there, once we knew what a centimeter was, we could show an inch. And then from the inch, we took it all the way out to 12 feet. It was kind of fun. We had one of the dads in class, and we were able to talk about how the typical foot sometimes is like your dad's, the size of your dad's shoe size, their feet. So that was kind of a fun little fact, and we got to compare that with our dad in the class. And so from 12 inches equals 1 foot, and then we have 5,280 feet equals 1 mile. And then for that, we explained that a mile is like running 4 times around the track around the football field. That's a lot of feet. And then the last one is 1 kilometer is 5/8 of a mile. So if you took a mile into eighths, it'd be 5 of those. And for memory, we learned this to the tune of Supercalifragilistic. So 2.54 centimeters equals 1 inch, 12 inches equals 1 foot, 5,280 feet equals 1 mile, and 1 kilometer equals 5/8 of a mile. And that is our song for math. For English, we're moving on to some vocab. So an adverb modifies a verb, adjective, or another adverb and answers the questions how, when, where, and why. And so we sang that to the tune of It's Raining, It's Pouring. So an adverb modifies a verb, adjective, or another adverb and answers the questions how, when, where, and why. An adverb modifies a verb, adjective, or another adverb and answers the questions how, when, where, and why. Okay, so that is English. For history, tell me about World War I leaders. And for that, we have little flags, easy to make. I just made these on white paper the night before class. And we have the flag of the country where the leader is from, and on the back of it we have the name of the leader and where they're from. And during the song, I'm going to actually try to, I don't know if I can do that, but during the song we went to the map and we would place each of the flags into their home. So Clemenceau of France, Lloyd George of England, and we had all the different flags to put into where they were from. So Clemenceau of France, Lloyd George of England, Nicholas II of Russia, Wilhelm II of Germany, put that on Germany, and then Wilson of the United States were leaders during World War I. And that was from 1940 and ended in 1918. And again, we just took little Play-Doh pieces on the map. We labeled the map at school and then stuck our little flags into each. So each of the students got to stick a flag into a different country as we sang the history song. And then we took the flags out as we sang it around again. And that was fun for history. For Latin, it's first conjugation's present tense. So this week we brought in a present to remind us that it's present tense, and we passed around the present. Same as we did last week with passing something around. This time it's a present to trigger in our minds that present tense is OST, must, tis, unt. And we passed that around, and at the end we opened it. I have little soft foam blocks in here. We the last kid who had it pop the blocks up, and then we built towers as we sang it again. So that was a fun little thing for Latin. For timeline, we have Columbus sails to the Caribbean, and then we have circa 1500. So you just take all your hands and go like this, circa 1500. And then we have age of absolute monarchs. That was a time of absolute monarchs. So we take our crown and set it on there. Then we have Protestant Reformation. So we're going to take our P and then R's, and do the sign for change or reforming. So Protestant Reformation. And then we have Spanish, same sign for Spanish as last week. Spanish conquistadors. They were volunteer soldiers and explorers. So Spanish conquistadors in the Americas. And then the next one is Calvin's Institute of the Christian Religion. And they were defining key beliefs for Protestants. And so that's why we do their belief, the sign for belief, and their Institute of the Christian Religion. This is the sign for Jesus. Then we have Council of Trent. That's where the Catholic bishops got together and discussed the reformation of the church from within. So you do the sign for Reformation, and then you put something on your heart like you're going to start from within. So the Protestant, and then that's Council of Trent. And then the last one is Baroque period of the arts. And that was a time of excessive decor. So we do the sign for decoration and you just get crazy with it. And that is timeline. For Baltic Europe, we sang it to the same tune as last week. So we'll have Northern Europe and Baltic Europe together to that tune. And we sang it to Baby Shark. So we have Baltic European countries: Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Belarus. Baltic European countries: Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Belarus. That was our geography. And then last but not least, we have science. And for that, we sang it to celebrate good times. So I would say, what are the states of matter? And the states of matter are solid, liquid, gas, plasma. And the plasma just bounces off like the gas. That's our memory work for week 14. Hope you guys have lots of fun. These little flags, super easy to make. I didn't have toothpicks, so I actually just used the stems of Q-tips, and that worked just fine. And if you have any questions, let me know. But have fun. Week 14. Here we go. Bye.